Here we are at USA Taekwondo's Grand Slam online Poomsae competition, and I'm here with Alana Kemp. So you're chopping up with Jason and Alana here on our interviews portion of this Grand Slam competition. Alana, how you doing today?
Doing good. How are you?
I'm doing great. Thanks for asking. I love it. Alana, this is a big, important competition for you guys. You have, elite competitors competing in these online formats. It's so much different than it was just a year ago. So what were some of the challenges that you find have kind of, basically kind of come up through these competitions when you've been competing in these online competitions? Because I know that you've done a few in the past, and now this really important USAT one. What are some of those challenges?
Well, with in-person real-life competitions, you have like the pressure of everyone watching you and competitors around you, and I think that really pushes your performance to be like the very best at that moment. But when having to record, there's like just you and the camera, and there's like, you can do another take, which I think is some bit of like a physical block or mental block on like how far you push yourself physically, because you can always do another take.
Yeah, that is fascinating to say that. I've got a lot of people that have answered that question. We've asked it a few different athletes that way, but that's the first one that I've heard come up and say, look, it's different, but it's at some point the challenge is you don't push yourself as much. And I think that's a great point. So very interesting on your side, because I didn't think of it that way. As a former athlete, I never did anything online. So very, very interesting take on that. Okay, so you're competing full time, you're doing all of these online competitions. So you're super busy with Taekwondo, and you're super busy with USA Taekwondo online Poomsae competitions, but you go to school and you've got to do other things. So give us some of your other hobbies, other things that you do in your life, Alana.
So I participate in a lot of clubs at schools, like honor clubs, volunteer clubs, but the one I'm most proud of is I'm the president of Sea Perch Club, which is an underwater robotics club.
Yeah, that's amazing to me. Okay, so I need more information, because I don't know what an underwater robotics club is. So give me more, because you're the president of this elite club, but I don't know more about it. So help me out.
Yeah, so Sea Perch is an organization it's an organization that provides underwater robotics to lots of different schools. So students come into teams of 2 to 4 people and create their own robots to compete in challenges and compete against each other. And there's regional competitions as well as national competitions. And so my team has actually won regional competitions in a few categories, and we've gone to nationals once.
Oh, that's fantastic. So do you have some kind of example? I mean, that's just, I'm enamored with this. So do you have some kind of examples for something that maybe we could see?
Yeah. So this is the design from this past year. And the theme was like underwater cleanup. And so this, we call them ROVs, remotely operated vehicles. This one is actually completely 3D printed, and you can see there's bobbers as well as motors. And we have to do a lot of electrical work too, because it's connected to a control box. And so teams can 3D print their robots, as well as just make them out of PVC pipe and connect other things with them. So this is another model, which you can see PVC pipes connected with 3D printed parts.
That is fascinating. 3D printers printing robots for under the water. I just can't tell you how impressive that is. Alana, look, I just want to first tell you good luck in your competition coming up here on USA Taekwondo's Grand Slam Poomsae competition. It is online, so I know that you pushed yourself. I know that you're going to do great. Look, I look forward to seeing you in those live competitions, but I want to say good luck to the multi-talented, Alana Kim, and your form's coming up right now. So Poomsae by Alana Kim right here, right now. So you've been chopping up with Jason and Alana. Tell everybody, just send them off to your form. You say, go watch me now, or anything like that. You do it.
Well, thank you for having me, and here I am up next.
I love it. Alana Kim.
This is Alana Kim, and she's from Virginia.
Stop.
She trains with US Tigers.
I remember Alana from the summer of Poomsae as well, because one of her fun facts is that she likes to bake macaroons. Or I should say macarons, the French version, not the coconut version. They're very different. So nice to see her here. Macarons, and not the French President Emmanuel Macron. All very different. So nice to see another Virginia athlete here, Alana, coming to us.
Really nice reach on her sidekicks.
Yeah, she's looking really strong. Powerful here on this last bar.
Hello.
Nice big dojang as well.
That's what I was going to say. Good job, Master Cam. Really nice heading for this competition. Just get 7.2 for that performance of choreo. Now on to Tibet.
Stop.
She's doing a really good job of having power come through the video. We don't always see that. We've talked before about how your power just looks diminished on screen, but I am getting a ton of power from her.
Hello.
A little, heel pop here and there. Tried to get back to that spot on the last move. But really nice job. I think good power throughout, consistent. Just keeping the legs stable while you're doing so much power with your arm techniques will help. But a massive 7.4 on the second form.
So what I admired about her form is she's trying to extend those stances. She's trying to really push it, and sometimes.
Thanks to all of you for watching. Look at this. So Megan Cho held on to that, followed by Erica So, Tiffany Gia, and Kelly Wang in those top spots. But let's see who that cutoff is. What did it end up being?
And look at that, 4 scores with the 7.467.
Wow.
8, 9, 10, and 11, all the same score.
Those referees had a challenging division to look at. We have 59 athletes, and they had to find the top 50% to go into the semifinal round. So many athletes stacked on top of each other's scores. So look at this next one here for the top 30, that Eunice Lee, and she had that 7.1. So that's kind of about what happened yesterday with the cadet division, cadet female division, that being the cutoff. It's just a coincidence because we had different referee group.
That's right. Yeah, there's just so many tight scores here. Yeah.
This is Alana Kim from Virginia, and she trains under her coach Dennis Kim. So support foot not quite all the way down on that first line during those front kicks. That support leg's heel popping up may impact her score, depending on if the referees saw it. And see the heel popping up there on the transitions.
of shoulder shrugging throughout the whole form, really. So relaxing the upper body, maybe relaxing the whole body. That might help keep the heel down in transitions and then help keep that back nice and relaxed.
Yeah, even on the crescent kick, the bottom foot's popping up a little bit. So I think that just needs to be discussed between her and her coach, Dennis Kim, and I'm sure they'll come up with a plan for that.
Stop.
How are those, Miyako? You're always big to talk about the alignment of those side kicks.
So there was a slight pike, right? So her torso is just a little bit forward, but it also looked like maybe on the second one, she was kicking almost behind her just a little bit.
Hello.
Mm-hmm. I could see your face as you were thinking it through.
Well, it's hard. That's hard to lean forward and get the kick behind you to recover, which she actually did and landed it really well.
You might think it's a good idea to throw it that way because maybe it feels more comfortable with getting it back. That's really hard. She did get a higher score on that form, like many of the athletes in the division. So she went from a 7.13 to a 7.3 and now finishes with a 7.2. Standings here in the junior female black belt semifinal round with Christina Struckelt doing a great job of holding on to that lead, followed by Allison Chen, Caitlin Recusado, Victoria Sue, Megan Cho, Samantha Valdez, Erica So, and Piper Kindle. Those are our top 8. We're going to see them in the finals. And look at these great scores.
Yeah, it's so tight. Look at that. There's 3 7.450, 3 7.467s, hand couple 7.433s. It's just so tight. These ladies all did a really good job.
Right, and now it's time to get to work for some of these athletes. Maybe sit down with their coach, review some of these top athletes and find out, what is really happening here, what makes the difference, and then come up with a strategic plan that can be worked on between now and the next event.